long break because we're running a little late. We'll come back here in a second. Woo-hoo! I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
I know that time has numbered my days, and I'll go along with everything you say.
Hi, Tom here from Spot On with Lino and Tom. Tune in for some topical discussion and laugh therapy with Lino and me. I'll be covering my favorites like weird news of the week and what I'm liking on Netflix, the next best gadget, and whatever else comes to mind.
We both have our own interests. I love reporting on the latest movies being filmed here in Boston, checking out new musical talent, and just talking to people.
We'll also be featuring segments such as on-the-spot interviews where Lynn and I venture out and ask questions of our listening public.
That's my favorite part, besides hanging out with my buddy Tom. Now that's the icing on the cake. And cake, I love talking about cake. We love talking about everything. So tune in Monday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, right here at Armed Radio Global.
Your search for love and companionship ends here. Join now at TalkToSingles.com for free. It's a new, high-quality, internet-based personal dating service that allows single men and single women to meet and engage in electronic conversation from the safety and comfort of their home computer. It's a dedicated team providing online dating services for successful matchmaking. Join today absolutely for free and start connecting with singles in your area now. And check out the Android app. Go to TalkToSingles.com. That's Singles.com.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at Route106Motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. Route106Motors.com.
Now, there's a clear winner in the battle of the Ultimate Smoking Championships. And the undisputed champion is eCigShop.com. It's eCigShop.com. We carry Smoke Tech, Kager Tech, Aspire, and many more. And featuring our own brand of e-liquid, eCig America. Handcrafted right here in the USA. We offer military and veteran discounts. And donate to the Wounded Warrior Project. Plus, get free shipping. Details online. Your home for all your e-cig and e-liquid needs. e-cigshoppe.com. eCigShop.com.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Commercial real estate and small and medium business growth is driving our economic recovery. But it can be difficult to get commercial and small business loans in the middle of a credit crunch. No matter how excellent your credit score, many banks simply aren't offering commercial and small business loans. Where can you turn to in this troubled economic climate? At ERS Nationwide, we understand your struggle. That's why we provide you access to a wide range of commercial and small business loans throughout the United States, and in some cases internationally. You can trust in ERS Nationwide to help you obtain the small, commercial, and small business loans you need. You go to nationwideloansnow.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. We have with us Heather Bumpus, who will be on in the witching hour, but we have something important to talk about. Heather, why don't you go ahead and tell us what's going on here?
Okay, there's a disease called RSD.
Which...
Go ahead and start again.
Okay.
Sorry, you had to push
I
the
don't
button.
like those. Okay.
Well, hold on. Switch seats with her, and she can sit
Okay.
there.
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
can sit there. See, we're moving seats around here, guys.
Alright, move seats.
It's a studio in construction. You guys, hang on with us. You're at the ground level of something great.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, I don't like to hear
I'm
myself
at-
talk.
I'm at the ground level of this vodka. This is good vodka. What?
You're welcome. That is also, it's Deep Eddy's cranberry vodka distilled 10 times in Austin. Also, men and women, it is gluten-free.
Oh, see, yeah, I gotta get more of
All
that.
right, so Heather, now me and you and I talked off air extensively about something you're going through and some things that we can help you with. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about that?
Yes, it is called RSD. It's reflex sympathetic dystrophy. It is a pain disease which affects the neurological system, and we are trying to raise awareness for it. There's no cure, and of course, they're trying to raise money for medical reasons and trying to get it out there for people to understand what it is. It's kind of, the only way I can really describe it is it's kind of like fibromyalgia, but about 10 times worse.
So fibromyalgia is what?
It's a pain disease also.
Now, this pain affects your back, your legs, your joints. What kind of?
It can affect your whole body. It actually affects the neurological system in your body, and it basically sends brain waves stating that you're constantly in pain.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of things they try to do. Nerve blocks. They have stimulators that they will put in that tries to deter the brain waves from thinking you're in pain. And some people it works with. I've heard a lot of things about it, but unfortunately with me, it didn't work.
So are you in pain right now, or are you under medication that's helping you, or what?
I'm constantly in pain, but it's a matter of my pain level. Like right now, because of the cold weather, yes, it's worse. But I actually have a medication pump in my stomach. That constantly gives me medicine for it.
So what kind of medicine?
This medicine is called Prealt. It is actually a snail venom. There's a snail out in the ocean that's venomous. Venomous? How do you say that? Venomous?
That's exactly
okay.
Venomous?
Venomous.
Yeah. Okay.
And they actually get the venom from the snail and whip it together, I guess. And this is the only thing that has worked for me. I've been on any kind of narcotic you can think of. And a lot of my RSD friends, it's not cool when you can't function.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of my friends, that were with the RSD group on Facebook, we all talk about it. And there's a lot of them that just haven't been able to find anything that can actually help.
Now, how can people help? I've got the site up now. It's on booster.com, Texas-RSD-CRPS-Warrior, where people can buy a T-shirt, and the funds raised will go directly to Reflex Sympathetic Dystrophy Syndrome Association, or the RSDSA. But how can people get involved in this, or how can people reach out if they think they're affected by this? And how many people are undiagnosed?
A lot of people go undiagnosed. When you go in for pain, it's going to be a matter of, it could be this, or it could be that, or they could, they chalk it up to being fibromyalgia, or, just something simple and that's the one thing about RSD is it does go undiagnosed so much. It actually took a conference that my back doctor, because I had back surgery, and RSD it can be caused from trauma, even when you were younger. It can just suddenly, if you bump into a table, RSD can, it can cause RSD from surgeries. Well, I had a back surgery, and it was after that I was in so much pain, and my back doctor was like, I don't know. And then he went to a conference, and there was a doctor in Washington that was at the conference, and he actually specializes in RSD. And after the conference, he pulled my doctor aside and said, I want to talk about the patient that you presented, because he took my case there. He asked if he could take my case. And he said, I'm telling you right now, she has RSD. So we went through, they did all the neurological nerve testing, and then they finally diagnosed me, which I say finally because it was like a relief, because I was like, I know I'm not crazy. And that's the one thing that people worry about, and they don't come forward, is because they're going to think that the doctor thinks they're crazy, or that their family thinks they're crazy.
They're drug seekers.
Yeah, that they want medication. And it's just a matter of, I guess, talking to people and letting them know that they're not alone in it, and making them feel comfortable, that making them feel that they're not crazy. Because for a long time, I thought that it was all in my head.
So, what can you do for, say, a pain in the ass?
I don't think there's any medication for that.
You just make them leave, but he did bring the alcohol tonight.
Yes, he did.
I did bring the alcohol. I am not a pain in the ass. I'm just eating your food.
He's eating my food.
Leave it to Mike to bring some humor, but isn't that awesome? That's why I love him so much.
Hitting on my roommate.
Hey, I was hitting on your roommate way before you were. Just saying. I was hitting on your roommate back when we were in high school together.
How am I hitting on my roommate?
He's not. I have a question for Heather.
I'm like the creepy uncle.
Do you think Heather? You said something that just an instant question came up when you said, like, if you bump on a table, and then you mentioned you had surgery, and it's a neurological misfire, almost saying you're in pain when really there's no reason for the pain.
Right.
So, do you think that, like, the surgery or bumping into a table can activate your brain? Is there a theory out there that something that, because it's neurological, somehow your brain gets confused that, okay, the surgery is still going on, kind of? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I talked to the doctor about that several times. There was one point that I was in so much pain that I was just...
I tightened it down at the screw on the side there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh. Is that better?
I'm just,
Oh, yeah, we're good. Actually, there was one point that I was in so much pain in my left leg that I was like, cut it off. And he said, unfortunately, that if he would even consider doing that, which he didn't, he said that I'd have ghost pain, and it's because your brain, here it is, you bump into something, or you have a surgery, and you go through all this trauma, and you go through this pain, and then your nerves are like, okay, something's wrong. And that's why a lot of the medication tries to block the brain waves to saying, okay, you're not in pain. But unfortunately, it doesn't work.
The worst pain that I've had in a long time is I had a pinched nerve in my left hip where it went all the way down my leg. And is that the kind of pain?
Sciatica.
Sciatica. No, that's the pain that I feel.
I couldn't even lay down. I couldn't move.
The pain that I feel, and a lot of my friends on my RSD group, it is 10 times worse than that. We get to a point that it's debilitating.
So, like, you can't even move, or?
Right. And the doctor told me, thank God this hasn't happened, but 3 years ago when I went into my doctor, he said, I give you 2 years and you'll be in a wheelchair. Because, unfortunately, with RSD, it starts to curl in your fingers, curl in your toes, it's debilitating. And luckily, I beat it.
Rheumatoid arthritis?
Yes, and that's like fibroma. Yeah, where it will just start, closing up, and you can't function. And luckily, I haven't got to that point. Knock on wood, but I don't get to that point.
We're going to raise awareness.
Yes.
Well, hopefully you don't, because I need my ghost hunter to go back out there.
Absolutely.
Later on, we're going to have, we caught an RVD?
EVP.
Come on, bro. I don't know, man. I got the whole thing here going. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not your bartender. I'm the worst bartender. I get my drunk.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about politics. We just had the midterm elections that came up. And Rebecca Paddock and Irene Johnson, who ran as Libertarian candidates for both state representative and the U.S. Senator for Texas, See, I can't hear myself because I've got new headphones, and I gave my headphones to Frankie, and she's taking them off. If she's going to take them off, I'll wear them.